I need to discuss something. Is there a chance that Bloody Mary is trying to possess me? What? Kineko-san, do you know any rituals that aren't for summoning? Well, I know some ritual, but you'll need to show me your ankle again. And maybe your foot. The murder weapon was just brought back from the police station. They're like, we don't need this anymore. Are you kidding me? What's this? Oh, whoa. Kineko-san, we really need to do the ritual. Oh no, he's been murder-suicided. Oh shit. Ah, no! Yeah! What? I love Jazzy. Do you like jazz? Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're going to continue on with Urban Myth Dissolution Center. In the last video, we kind of destroyed this man's career by revealing that he's a fake. So I wonder how we're going to save him? Or if he's going to be redeemed or anything. Were you okay last night? He attacked you, Zammy. Why are you asking if he's okay? Of course I wasn't. You have some nerve showing up today after what you did. My neck still hurts. Buddy, you were assaulting me. Breathe in, breathe out, Zammy. About yesterday. So about yesterday, some nerve you have, out with it. Last night you were planning to stream a setup where you attacked me while pretending to be the ghost, correct? Yeah, let's just rub it in his face. I was, and that Jasmine chick turns up uninvited. And buzzkills everything just like that. Buddy, you buzzkilled it by setting it up. And the park incident too? Also, when you grabbed my leg the other day in the park across the road. Yeah, I hide in the bushes, scare you, rush to your rescue. That was you? I was filming that, you know? About the ghost, not at the park. Was the ghost standing behind Jasmine you as well? That wasn't me, and the first one that showed up in the stream wasn't me either. I was summoning with everything I got. Why won't she appear? Mary, Mary, Mary. Why did you say that name? What the heck? Wait, she actually is real? Huh? I thought that was Kineko-san, but you're here, which means... What are you babbling about anyway? The ghost just showed up in the mirror just now. Didn't you see her? Come on, not again. I gave up. I give up. It's you. Definitely you. You're the one who's been haunted by the ghost. Congratulations. Jeez. I'm the one who's haunted? Imagine throwing a temper tantrum because you're not being haunted by like probably murderous ghost. Heat on socials. The comments are pretty toxic from yesterday's stream. You both messed me up totally. Buddy, it was your own fault. Though the views are going up and up. That I appreciate. I mean, yeah, you'll get one last payment from YouTube before it's all over. About your stream, you know, the thing that you can't do now because you're cancelled. Did you know the ghost was filmed again in that one? Huh? Really? You're setting everything up but you don't even know what's going on. I guess not. Alright, well... This poor guy. He'll go through God's gardens not knowing what the flowers smell like for the rest of his life. Breathe in, breathe out, please. Don't get how you have the patience, Sammy. It's because Sammy doesn't think. What do you think? I thought that everything was a setup by Kineko-san as material for his channel. But seeing the ghost being filmed like that, we can't be so sure anymore, right? Yeah, sigh. But if so, what should we do now? And what's going to happen to me? Relax, you heard the boss man earlier. We could look into the true nature of the ghost. Okay. What should we look into next? We know it was a setup, but let's check with Shroomhead. If we find anything that wasn't a setup, that might turn into a clue. I see what you mean on it. Already way ahead of you, Jazzy. He admitted it was a setup. By the way, another confession from Kineko-san. On top of what he did yesterday, he was the one who grabbed my leg back at the park. You can sue, Zammy, just letting you know that this is a valid route that you can take in your life. What's he thinking, hurting others for his own gain? Yeah, what is he? A YouTuber? But wait, what about the one who popped up behind me? Or the one who cameos on the streams from outside the door? He doesn't seem to know about those. So those could still be the ghost itself. Besides, something showed up in the mirror while we were discussing that. Hey, I can't take any more of that. We should seriously look into Miwaka Yotsuya's background. You should. About the ghost father. That's why police people do that when there's been a murder. And someone's responsible. By the way, I saw something on socials. It's about Miwaka Yotsuya's father, I think. I asked around in my own network. Pretty easy to find. Wow, that's straight. We're just gonna pass over the fact that Jazzy might be like an ex-secret agent. When you feel like talking to her dad, meet me at the apartment's gate. I'll go grab the van. Oh, just that easy. Okay, hello, weird lady. A bit of a row last night. About what happened last night. I heard a loud noise late at night and thought another incident might be happening. But it was just the boy in room 104 causing a fuss, yes? Can't wait for people to die or something again. Humph. That's her Twitter post, by the way. About the woman's family. The woman from the incident, Miwaka Yotsuya, we're looking into her family. Ah yes, the woman from room 104. Her family, you say? Did I mention the name? The man had no family at all? What? Really? The woman seemed to have a family, but their daughter was the culprit of a terrible murder. Maybe it was the finger pointing, but I heard they hardly did anything about it. Okay, so it was society that killed the beast. Some parents can be so heartless. But as they caused all this trouble, you think they'd come apologize or something. Are you saying that the parents caused their daughter to murder? If you see them, tell them to come say sorry. Humph? Okay, if I meet them, I'll tell them. That reminds me. I wonder if Jasmine was able to find out about Miwaka Yotsuya's father. She was, actually. Zami. Sorry you forgot. I've rechecked details with the Kinoko-san. The ghosts that appeared at the park and at the ritual were both Kinoko-san. On the other hand, the other sightings may have been actual ghosts. I see, gotcha. As you said, the problem's not solved yet. By the way, I know why that happened, like the fact that it seemed like Zami was repeating herself is because I went out of order, apparently. I probably should have talked with the old lady first and then talked with Kinoko-san after. Well then, let's go say hi to Miwaka Yotsuya's father. Hi. I'm surprised how easily you got in touch with him. Not exactly easy. But yeah, piece of cake. I love Jazzy. The father's home. This is where Miwaka Yotsuya grew up. Her father still lives here. I did call first to tell them why we're here. Should be willing to talk. Understood. Hi! Basically, why does the apartment ghost pop up and what's it trying to do? Looking into Miwaka Yotsuya might tell us something. Gotcha. I'll go ask about Miwako-san. Oh, you know what? I'm kind of sad that the game didn't let me put on my goggles. Okay, excuse me a second. Okay, let's do this in order so that the game doesn't, so that Zami doesn't seem like she forgets everything. Hello, we're from the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. May we ask you a few questions? Like, can I ask you about your 5-head? You want to know about our daughter. About the investigation. You know, it's kind of funny that we're calling ourselves investigators. Okay, if you're doing this in real life, you're kind of a like, pardon the French, but you're kind of an asshole. If you're looking up like past murder cases and talking to like the parents of people who were murdered and stuff like that, and you're calling it an investigation when you're like basing it off of like social media, don't do that in real life. This is a game, right? It's okay to do it in the game, right? We can riff on it, but if you're doing it in real life, don't. It's a really bad idea. Because you will be hurt by the parents probably if they love their offspring. Have you heard about the ghost at the Umekicho apartment? A ghost? So our team is investigating urban myths. You know that urban myth about your daughter like killing that person? Yeah, like that one. We believe the apartment ghost might be your daughter and we're trying to find out more. This might be a lot to take in, of course. See, like, this is not something that would go over well. I see, this is a rather sudden notion. Mitsuyotsuya, how should we... Oh yes, I should introduce myself. Suguo Yotsuya, please call me Suguo. Alright then, Suguo-san, thank you. I really wish I could call you Yotsuya because that's a really easier to pronounce. This is a strange question, but if I went to that apartment, would I be able to meet my daughter's ghost? Huh? You want to see her? What are you, like some sort of loving father? I admit I do, even if she did cause such an incident. Miwako is my daughter. You really care about her. Regardless of her choices, she's my child. Is this unusual? Oh no, it's not just what I expected. Zammy. The neighbor lady described the parents as heartless, I think. Well, maybe they grew a heart. Like the Grinch. Like the worst version of the Grinch. By the way, where is Miwako's mother? My wife. She was gravely affected by her daughter's death. Maybe because of that, she had a serious illness. And followed our daughter on less than 6 months after her death. Oh, I didn't know. I'm sorry for bringing it up. That's why you searched things up about the context, Zammy. About the incident. Maybe hard to talk about this, but could we ask you about Miwako-san and the incident? Yes, our daughter was energetic and optimistic, and continued doing sports through college. We thought she would do fine in society too. Yeah, but nobody does fine in society. That's the first problem. That's the first issue you find out when growing up. It may have been her serious personality. Probably had a mental breakdown. We never imagined she might stab a man and commit suicide. I believe it's because of her breakdown. Why else would she do such a thing? We heard he was selfish and abusive. We heard the man was selfish and abusive. Newspapers and weeklies write whatever they want. I think he was genuinely worried about our daughter. I've been in similar shoes myself. Similar shoes? What skeletons are you hiding in your closet? One of my younger colleagues at work had trouble adapting to our workplace and started refusing to show up. So you stabbed him? I was worried and sometimes visited them at home to check on them. Yeah, I don't understand where you're going. Well, I'm telling you about my daughter's workplace boss. He was concerned about her and went to check on her. Sorry, I'm still confused. Could you tell me about the incident from start to finish? I see. Our daughter had joined a PR agency, a dream career for her. Her assignment preferences didn't work out. And the team she joined was a den of abuse. She fell into depression a few months after joining and shut herself in her apartment. Her boss, probably worried, went to check on her. Mistakenly thinking he was forcing her to go back to work, she grabbed a pair of scissors and stabbed him. Then stabbed and killed herself. Killing a man and committing suicide does match up, but... it wasn't something like a man she was living with cheated on her? Cheated on her? Oh my god, this is like an episode of The Office, but like murder edition. We'll get back to you when we've made a sense of this, sorry. Jazzy, we need to leave. Jazzy, we need to leave. We have every single aspect of the story wrong. We need to go. Jazzy, this is so awkward. It looks pretty normal for the family home of a ghost. What do you mean? But I guess you can't assume since parents and children can be totally different. Yeah, some of them can be ghost children. The stories don't add up. Jasmine, his story is so different from what we've heard. Huh? What do you mean? Agency work? Abusive boss? What? That sounds like something we're doing. Is this the wrong house? No, it can't be. Oh yeah, the apartment. Check if the apartment address was correct. Good idea on it. Hey, by the way, just making sure, is this the correct man that we found? What it is? The wrong parents of, like, murder-suicide daughter. Excuse me, about the apartment your daughter used to live in. Could you tell us the address? Yes. Hi. Apartment address. Flats Umeki 104 123 Umeki something. It's an old apartment with a park across the road. Oh yes, that's right. The Umekicho apartment with the park just in front. Okay, I thought that was going to be a bit where they just repeat the same thing over and over again. Let me just riff through your belongings real quick. Sift through your belongings, I apologize. Rift is what happens when you... when friendships, like, break apart. Boxes are piled up here. Maybe these are Miwako-san's things brought back but left as is. Oh. There might be... There might be a knife in there. Observe. So the thing is, it wasn't a knife. It was a pair of scissors. A Buddhist-style altar. The door is closed. Do not open the door. We shouldn't... Yeah. Okay. Zammy, please. Okay, is this her father's shadow? It does weigh a ton. He looks kind of lonely. I mean, I would feel... It would make sense that he would feel lonely. Okay, let's think about the impressions of her father. I don't know about you, but he kind of has like goat eyes. Is it just me? He seems heartbroken at losing Miwako-san. Yeah, like some sort of caring and, you know, loving father. When I mentioned the apartment ghost, what did he say? He wants to see her. He wants to be haunted by her. He's already haunted by her. Not in the, you know, regular sense of, you know, exorcism and stuff like that. This is totally different from what the neighbor lady said. That's because your first mistake was thinking that she was reliable in any way. Miss Lisa loves her. Oops. There we go. A mysterious man who knows about my power. He randomly asked me to help him find something. What was that? That was you getting mogged, Zammy. Anything else? Okay, so there's nothing here. So hear anything interesting? An apartment in Numekicho. Miwako Yotsuya did indeed live in the apartment in Numekicho. Yeah, I checked on my end too. The apartment there where the ghost popped up is Umeki Flats 104. Umeki Flats. Anyway, let's keep looking for clues on Miwako Yotsuya and confirming them. Okay, understood. Wait a second. Okay. The old lady outside, the neighbor lady, right? She's just kind of been there randomly, right? Just kind of been nosy. She obviously likes getting up in like people's things, right? What if she is actually like the landlord, the landlady? She sold the flats to that guy saying that it belonged, that it was the previous owner was in a freaking murder-suicide. And she's basically using the fame of what happened to make money because people will show up being like, oh, this place is haunted. Let's like, you know, make YouTube streams off of it. Right? So what if the neighbor lady is pretending to be Mari? But at the same time though, memories are they're not very infallible. So they're very fallible. So maybe this guy just forgot the actual apartment. So I know this is asking a lot, but would you mind if we took a look at your daughter's belongings? Her things? Almost all her things in the apartment had bloodstains on them, so we disposed of them. The things we brought back should be in a cardboard box in the next room. Thank you very much. Your daughter's photo. Maybe we take a look at the altar in the room back there? If possible, I'd like to see your daughter's picture. Please do, go ahead and open up the altar if it's closed. I keep it closed and seeing her photo there is difficult for me. You should say like we're gonna pay respect to your daughter. And to you, Tsugawa-san. Okay, let's look closely. This must be the box he mentioned. Ah, the apartment address is on it too. That's the right one. Flats Umeki 104 123 Umeki Honcho. He told me earlier, but something feels off. Let's take a photo just in case. A box of mostly clothing. Jeans, t-shirts, boyish 20s fashion. The ghost we saw at the apartment wore a white dress. That's a totally different look. Okay, let's open this up. He gave us permission. Let's open up the altar. Let's open up the sarcophagus. Let's see, 2 photo stands. A woman in her 30s. This is probably her... What did I just say? In her 50s. This is probably her mother. Then this must be her. A young and energetic girl with short hair. Oh, not at all what I expected the ghost to look like. But why? This is Miwaka Yotsuya, right? Why the conflicting info? I think we know why. It's the neighbor lady. Alright, the ghost was known as Miwaka Yotsuya. We learned that a person called Miwaka Yotsuya did exist and has passed away. By the way, this is something you would have been able to find out probably in like a newspaper article about the incident, Sammy. And the more we hear from her father, the more confused I get. There are common factors, but so many things don't match up at all. Puzzling. Yet what matters is that you deduce based on the facts you discovered. Okay, freaking Sherlock Holmes. Stop telling us to look through social media. Did Miwaka Yotsuya have similar characteristics to the rumored ghost? What have you learned about her hairstyle, clothing, and personality? Most of the info conflicts with what we initially heard. This overturns some of our initial assumptions, but maybe this means that maybe the Umeki Flats ghost, the neighbor lady, tremendous liar, has a passion. Maybe the neighbor lady is maybe a tremendous liar. Okay, there's like two things going on, right? The neighbor lady is a tremendous liar, right? She did take a picture of the freaking bloody aftermath, which is kind of messed up. But let's see. So maybe the neighbor lady is a tremendous liar. You know what? Wait. Maybe... I want to say this, right? Maybe... Here's what I want to say. Maybe the Umeki Flats ghost is a different... Maybe Miwaka Yotsuya is a different person from the Umeki Flats ghost. You know, that could work. Let's go. Maybe Miwaka Yotsuya is a different person from the Umeki Flats ghost. Wait, could it be? Then do our investigations so far even mean anything? And what about the Umeki Flats ghost? I really don't understand this. It's okay, Zammy. At least you're cute. Okay, anything else? I don't know. What about you, Jazzy? So, hear anything interesting? Okay, about the deceased woman's belongings. The woman's belongings include a lot of boyish 20s clothing. That's different from what we heard about both Miwaka Yotsuya and the ghost. Any photos of Miwaka around? Check for spots where one might be put up. Way ahead of you, Jazzy. There was a photo on the altar, a woman with short hair. Totally different from the look from the long-haired ghost. And you confirm that the woman in the altar photo is our Miwaka Yotsuya, yeah? I mean, it'd be pretty hard to confuse her with anybody else, right? I did wonder, I wonder what's going on. Oh, you know what? We didn't actually even use the goggles here as well. Jasmine, I can't make sense of this at all. I thought coming here would help us get to the bottom of the ghost situation. So that means that back in the other place, using the goggles must have been like, would have given some like flavor text. But it feels like we're just getting further away from the truth. Ugh, why though? Unless I do something, we'll solve nothing and Bloody Mary will come for me. Oh, jeez. I forgot that this game actually vibrates your controller for the phones. Wait, dissolution in the state we're in? How is it going? Wait, we're gonna dissolute right now? You seem as confused as ever, Miss Azami. That's my secret, I'm always confused. Director, I really don't think I can do this. The more we look into Miwaka Yotsuya, the further we get from what we first heard. We're not getting any closer to figuring out this ghost. You do realize we're chasing a ghost for this case, and sometimes ghosts suddenly disappear. Bars? Straight bars? This ghost happens to be Bloody Mary, a ghost that appears in the mirror. A fake anomaly wouldn't have made things this interesting. The true thrill of urban myths is this maelstrom of clues and ensuing chaos. Okay, he's having his Joker moments? You're enjoying this way too much. Oh, but I thought you would understand, Ms. Azumi. Is this the Joker or is this freaking Lex Luthor? Anyway, let us first unravel the mystery of the ghost in the mirror. Can we even try with all this mess? Oh, before we start, could you kindly relay a message to Jasmine? Okay. What's the message? Huh? Sarah Yashki? Who the heck? Why do we need to look into this person? The director would like you to. Not sure why. Geez, never explains anything. Not that I care. This shouldn't take too long. Sounds great. Okay, Sarah Yashki. What is it that we'd find from looking into her? Ms. Zami, now is not the time for random distractions. Behold. The eye reveals all. Eye opener. That's the new Apple product. Was it always that digital? Okay, let the disillusion begin. Hi! Now, as these are rather important factors, I would like to recap various elements. Important factors. For this kind of anomalous occurrence, the combination of conditions can be surprisingly important. Our help was requested because a ghost appeared during Kinoko-san's livestream. Why was the ghost filmed in this video? Isn't it because Kinoko-san was doing a summoning ritual? That is an insufficient answer. You need to dig one layer deeper. Do you mean in more detail? Yes, that will turn out to be crucial. So, Ms. Zami. Hi. Why did the rumored ghost appear in Kinoko-san's stream? Okay, wait. I don't think it was this. I think he stood in front of a mirror. He stood in front of a mirror. It was actually in the window. The mirror captured it. The standing in front of the mirror might be the cue for the ghost to appear. Assuming that is the reason, how many times during your investigation have you passed in front of the mirror? Oh my god, the theory isn't convincing. Please think it over again. No, I messed up my combo! He called her 3 times Mary, Mary, Mary. That is a requirement for summoning Bloody Mary. Kinoko-san was invoking her name each time he filmed the streams. That is a critical and indispensable condition. Okay, I was like trying to be too smart there. Calling the woman's name was the key to a successful summoning. Wait, does this mean I still have my combo? Because I messed up before I started the combo? Maybe. Next, let us go over the entity that was summoned. The entity that was summoned. The ghost that we have been tasked with proving through this case. So, Ms. Zami. Hi! They are previous residents of room 104, which Kinoko-san is renting now. The one who left behind the murder weapon, a kitchen knife, and is being cited even now as a ghost. How would you describe this female ghost we are investigating? Mushroom cut and glasses. Okay, so this is the actual ghost. Long-haired and dress. A long-haired woman wearing a dress. We know she murdered a man who cheated on her, then committed suicide. Great! No! I messed up my combo! You saw through the confusion. The reason why I say that because it should have gone on to like excellent there. Rumors of a ghost in the apartment, clues from the neighbor lady, and the woman's face on social media. All of that data leads to her identity. This whole time we had assumed that the woman was Miwako Yotsuya. But what her father's story, her photos and clothes, all of it was different. Exactly as if there were 2 separate Miwako Yotsuyas. Short-haired Miwako-san, or long-haired Miwako-san. Excuse me, as if looking into an infinity mirror. Coffee break? Let us move on. Other confusing information includes the rumors surrounding the ghost. Your investigation seemed to follow a long-haired woman in a dress, formerly a resident of room 104. Yet you arrived at a short-haired boyish woman instead. That's right. Hi! And now everything's a confusing mess. There was a reason why the investigation took a complicated turn. Despite the two women having such differing characteristics, there were similar conditions and clues that led to confusion between the two incidents. So, Ms. Amy, what exactly was the cause of this confusion? The neighbor lady. The address and the apartment name. I think this is the case. It's because of the address and apartment names. Excellent. Well observed. Elegant! While taking to Miwako Yotsuya's father, too many things didn't match up. So we checked the address in case we were at the wrong house. In the moment, I'd assumed it was the same apartment, because of the park nearby and similar sounding names. Miwako Yotsuya's address was Flat Umeki 104-123 Umeki Honsho. The room rented by Kinoko-san was Umeki Flats 104-123 Umekicho. The address and apartment names are different. Side by side, the difference is obvious. Yet the strong similarity can throw you off due to your bias. Case in point, none of the related gossip on social media pointed out this discrepancy. So you're telling me that urban myths can be wrong? Rumors and gossip can be wrong? No! Now's a good time for a recap. During the investigation, the more clues we gathered, the more confusing things became. Yet it was also those clues that led us to the truth. So, Miss Amy, hi. What did we discover about this case from clues about the ghost and the address? Why do other people get a san and, like, to their name and kun? But I get Miss Zammy. Is he calling me, like, Zammy-chan? Is that why? Okay, what have we learned about this case from the clues about the ghost and the address? There were 2 murder-suicides. There were 2 murder-suicides. Okay, did we... Here's the thing. We looked up an article, like... Right? There were 2 murder-suicides. What if... No, because people actually remember something that happened, right? So there must be 2 murder-suicides. I think that's what the game wants us to think. Through our investigations, we found that the 2 were clearly different. But if we had trusted the rumors without checking further, we would have seen them as one. Let's go! Brilliant! I didn't get a perfect score or whatever. 2 incidents look very similar on the surface. Their similarities led to confusion like a misleading clickbait article header. Had you not visited the premises and talked directly with related individuals, Ms. Amy, this answer might have been beyond you entirely. That's right, people. That's why first degree sources, I forget the actual name, are more important than second degree sources. Now for my final question. About the true nature of the ghost supposedly summoned by Kinoko-san. Because he gets Kinoko-san, right? Which should be Mr. Kinoko. I don't know. The true nature of the ghost. She has dark and long hair and wears a white dress. She previously committed a murder-suicide in room 104. Unable to forgive her partner for cheating, she stabbed him numerous times with a kitchen knife on the tatami mat area in room 104. Yes, I confirmed that when I saw Kinoko-san's room through clairvoyance. So, Miss Amy. Hi. Tell us about the true nature of the ghost. The ghost whose existence Kinoko-san asked us to prove. Its true nature? As in, there's an actual ghost who can't pass on peacefully due to this tragic incident? Oh my god, I'm just realizing this is literally like an episode of The Office, because this is just like when Michael Scott went to all those kids and he said, like, remember when I promised you that I would pay for your colleges? Here's a bunch of, like, computer batteries instead. This is her saying, like, oh, remember that daughter? Yeah, there's a ghost and you can talk to her. Oh, never mind. We actually got the whole thing wrong. Sorry, Yotsuyo. Or Suguo. Is that what you mean? No, that's not what I mean. What? Now. Should be about time. Time for what? It's from Jasmine picking up. Please do. Oh no, this is bad. Jasmine? Checked on Sarah Yashki like you two, but geez. What? Who'da thunk? Hold on, Jasmine. Where are you? Your voice keeps dropping out. That incident, apartment, looked at murder-suicide. What about the murder-suicide in Kineko-san's apartment? What's that? Only one of them died in that incident. Huh? Lost connection. Was she calling us from beyond the pale? What the hell? Wasn't she right next to us? A vital detail has been revealed. Aren't we calling him? Oh, you know what? We probably went to his back to his place. I had trouble making it out, but Jasmine was telling us about the past murder-suicide in Kineko-san's apartment. Only one of them died. I wonder how far she went to park the van. Okay, I see, but oh my god, this whole chapter has been like, it's basically been like a Looney Tunes episode, but like messed up, right? Because this guy basically like lost his job because he saw a ghost and he's like, I gotta chase that high, man, I gotta chase those views, and then like ended up ruining his career because of that. Then we ended up like completely mistaking two places, two murder suicides. You know, oops, sorry about that. Talking to the guy, the father of one of them, and being like, oops, sorry, guess we're wrong. And then Jasmine this whole time just has to keep on finding a place to park her van. Jasmine's information should enable you to answer my earlier question. Only one person died in the murder-suicide. Now then, it's not a murder-suicide if only one person died. Back to my question, of course. The ghost that Kineko-san asked us to prove the existence of. Tell us, what is the true nature of Bloody Mary? Oh my god, she's not a ghost! Is it the neighbor? Okay, well here's the thing. It might be the neighbor, it's a living person, right? If only one person died, probably the person that was being stabbed in our vision was killed, right? There's not enough to go on for the neighbor thing, so let's go a living person. We had thought the ritual summoned a ghost, but the woman was actually a living person. Let's go, fabulous! The mystery at the heart of this case. Bloody Mary's true nature has been revealed. The mystery is now solved. Okay, damn bro. His freaking K-pop era has begun. Disillusion. So the ghost was actually a living person. But how could that be? What did Jasmine find out? The woman still wanders around the apartment, remembering her agonizing past. What do you mean? Because she's from the mental hospital. I went and checked on Sarah Yashki. Jasmine? First of all, Sarah Yashki, she's the former resident of room 104, and she's in the hospital. That means Sarah Yashki is the person who committed... It's not a murder-suicide! It's just a murder! About that, maybe this wasn't a murder... Jasmine, you know what? You get a pass from me because you're cool. What? That means the murder weapon is still out there. It could be just plain murder. You go, yeah, obviously, if she lived... Wait, what, really? I see, how very interesting. So, Sarah Yashki, a ghost that appears in the vicinity of room 104 could be a murderer. Those rumors were all smoke and mirrors. Wait, what do you mean? Sarah Yashki didn't die in the murder-suicide, she lived. Is that so? Hold on, I don't understand. We can discuss the specifics at a later time. You mean she didn't even go to jail? Let's go to room 104 right now. Kineko's in danger. He is? It's her. How could this happen to me? He's still calling her name, Mary, Mary, Mary. If he hadn't spoken of her, I wouldn't have had to. I wouldn't have had to kill him. ... None of that matters anymore. If I take the form of a ghost, I can hide the truth with stories. I can't let more people see that mirror. What? I must destroy it. What? Okay, we're just gonna go over the fact that she just transformed on stream? How can you call yourself a viewer? You're not even a fan. You pick apart my every word in action. Buddy, those are the only viewers you get nowadays. Tease the streamer all you want, but pay your dues first. You and your stupid comments. As I thought, I'll have to make the mirror the star of the show. If I let everyone get a good look at this mirror, they'll... Dun dun dun. What? How'd you get... What? Who are you? Why are you so calm? Ah! Give me your name. Okay, it was just delayed reaction. Mary. Mary? Yes, my summoning worked. Buddy, you're in grave danger. Destroy. Ooh, is that like one of your Bloody Mary's top hits? What it... Kinoko. Please, hold on a second. What's with the knife? That's dangerous. Must destroy the mirror. No! Help me! Kinoko-san. Sorry, I had to move the mouse. Jazzy, let's go! I love Jazzy. Kinoko-san, are you okay? What? You know what? Why did the game not freaking freeze frame on that? That was epic as heck, man. Epic as hell. Kinoko-san, she's the previous resident of this room. Neither Bloody Mary or a ghost. She's a living person. What? Are you okay, Jasmine? You're bleeding. That's not mine. Call the ambulance, but not for me. It's Sarah Yashki's. I think it's just fake blood. Fake blood. She covered herself in it to look more like that ghost. So this is the infamous Bloody Mary, huh? I can't believe you were Bloody Mary, Hinata-san. I'll call the cops. You keep an eye on the shroom. Understood. What? So the ghost who showed up in the stream isn't actually a ghost and is a living woman? That's right. There never was a ghost. Ha ha ha. Hey buddy, at least you can start a career in like freaking true crime. Devastation and judgment. What? Sleep talking again? I'm awake, wide awake. I was wondering if those prophecies on the cards always happen. I was just thinking, not napping. Well, it's a very rare occurrence, so that's why Jazzy was concerned. Also, Jazzy, look at the road! Prophecies can be read in so many different ways. Yes, hi, of course. It just feels like they were foretelling what happened. Devastation and judgment? And you're an awesome fighter, by the way, I didn't realize. Yeah, well, I actually lift, so yo, Jazzy is so cool. With you as partner, I feel like we can solve any case that comes our way. No, Jazzy's gonna betray us, I just realized. No! Zammy, why did you have to be like... Why did you have to set that flag? No, Jazzy's gonna betray us. She's probably doing it for a real reason. For a good reason. I trust Jazzy. Daily reminder, I'm just your driver. It's gonna be like Nami, I forget her name, from One Piece. She's being put up to it. She's being blackmailed, okay? Jazzy, I forgive you. In advance. Ah, whatever. Oh, it looks like the UMDC video is up. The what now? Oh, you're right. Wait, this is the incident we just solved. Oh, the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. What? But we just wrapped everything up. That's the norm. Just watch it on the drive back to the center. Bloody Mary appears, huh? Still, what an intriguing Bloody Mary. I'm still confused about most of it. Why did Sarah Yashiki attack Kinoko-san? Kinoko-san had nothing to do with it. She wanted to destroy the mirror. Does that mean the murder weapon Jasmine spoke of, the one never found in the murder case, was the mirror? What? Zammy, you saw somebody being stabbed with a knife. When Kinoko-san mentioned showing a trick on the mirror, Sarah Yashiki must have worried that so many eyes on that mirror would expose her. Okay, that makes more sense. Of course, this is simply speculation. Only the police know the details. Ah, she didn't use a knife. She used a shard of the mirror. Wiped off the blood and put the shard back in place. Then she put the knife in the man's hand and stabbed herself, making it look like a murder-suicide. And stabbed herself. Okay, so it was a failed murder-suicide. She made sure to get blood around her neck to paint the picture as well. With no evidence, the police had to release her. And she let the rumors of the woman in room 104 dying spread far and wide. So whenever she was spotted, she acted like a ghost. Playing the part of the ghost, she also made sure the rumors stayed loud and active. You felt the effects firsthand, didn't you? Her story was hidden under layers of false truths. The Miwako incident. What happened to the mirror? Ah, yes, the mirror. Not so fast, Ms. Amy. It still decorates the wall of its beloved room 104. Actually, I believe that both of the incidents were brought about due to the influence of that mirror. What? I can barely contain my speculations. Please do. More importantly, thank you, Ms. Amy. It was nice of you to bring back this Illuminate card. Reflection of Death, owned by Kineko-san. He no longer wanted it. His summoning ritual failed and the ghost was a living person. He insisted I just take it. Yet the prophecy itself was fulfilled, it seems. Hey, director, don't fall asleep. What is it? While doing social media research... What a funny thing to do. I saw people revealing other personal information or others' personal information or posting random guesses. And having fun doing so even. What about it? What about it? This messed up. How could they cause someone else such pain? Zammy, you know what? I kind of riff on her a bit. Zammy's just a pure soul. That's what she is. And not feel any remorse. They simply don't care. I mean, yeah. Huh? Rumors say a ghost haunts that apartment. Oh, go off? K-pop era? I'm sure there was murder or something bloody and horrific. Or this would be J-pop era, right? They take interest and sniff around. Okay, hopefully talking so that I don't get copyright claimed. Yet they do care what became of the woman. Do they care what became of the woman living in the room? Talking so I don't get copyright claimed. No, public interest doesn't last that long. Talking, picture. It's all someone else's mess, a mere piece of entertainment. Talking. Hello, that's terrible. Please, words come up sooner so I can... The rumors themselves aren't inherently evil. Talking nails on a chalkboard. The problem lies with people who handle them. Eyeballs. Beauty lies in the eye of the betrayer, beholder. The people who handle rumors. Maybe that space needs something drastic. What? Wheelchair, a great reset, devastation, and judgment. Okay, he's going off in his Joker era. That's what the J stands for in J-pop. Joker pop. Right. Alright. It's Angels and Demons. The Samejima incident. Delete. That's how you make it delete. Great reset. Oh snap. It's like even scary because it's not 666, it's actually 999. Okay, so he was evil? Miwako. kind of incepted the idea of him talking with his daughter. Oh snap. Episode 3. Stairway to Limbo. You've heard of Stairway to Heaven. Get ready to not rock your pants off. Wait, okay, is there... Let me pause. You know what? The game did save. What if I just exit out of the game? I mean, this is obviously gonna be like a very bad idea, but I want to try it. So I'm gonna end the video here. Hopefully this gets saved so I can start off the next video with like the intro to the next like episode, right? If you don't see another video on Urban Myth Dissolution Center ever again, it's probably because I corrupted the game doing this. Anyway, if you made it this far, I appreciate it. Remember to like and subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll see you all on the flip side. Bye.